What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. And as I told y'all, Gervonta Tank Davis, superstar boxer, 5-time world champion, 3-division world champion, undefeated, 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 28 wins by way of knockout, is facing YouTube sensation turned professional boxer Jake Paul in his next fight. And guess what Jake Paul and his team just announced? November 15th, Jake Paul is going to face off against Gervonta Tank Davis in an exhibition bout. November 15th on Netflix. Jake Paul, 12 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 7 wins by way of knockout. 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach. Last fought at 200 pounds. Jake Paul is going to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, as I told you guys, in his next fight. When you listen to these folks tell you it wasn't true, Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis, November 15th in Atlanta, Georgia, on Netflix. Why did Gervonta Tank Davis tell you he wasn't fighting Lamont Roach in the rematch next? And he said that somebody was going to announce the fight, and I told you it was Jake Paul, and y'all told me I was making up stories when I was the first one to tell you Gervonta Tank Davis is fighting Jake Paul, and y'all told me I was making up stories, I was lying. If you didn't hear it from Gervonta Tank Davis, y'all said, when Coach Calvin said, if you didn't hear it from Gervonta Tank Davis, when I told you Jake Paul announced it, and Jake Paul said, listen, we supposed to fight Gervonta Tank Davis next, right? What did I tell y'all? This was the next fight. So now you're going to get Gervonta Tank Davis versus Jake Paul, as I told you guys, in Atlanta, Georgia, right? As I told you guys, it's going down. It's going down. It's going down. November 15th, exclusively on Netflix, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Jake Paul at State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, on Netflix, as I told you guys. So where are these detractors? Your boy that said, oh, Blue be making up stories, as I told you guys. The issue with Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis, the issue was that Jake Paul wants the fight to be a real fight, and the boxing commission will not sanction it to be a real fight because of the weight differences, the weight discrepancies. So because of the weight discrepancies, right? That's why the boxing commission, because Tank Davis fights at 135 pounds, Jake Paul fights at cruiserweight, and I told you guys that the boxing commission will not sanction that. So they have to have a common weight in between, as I told you guys. And so guess what you're going to get? Jake Paul versus Gervonta Tank Davis, November 15th. As I told you guys. Told you. There you have it. And that's all I got for y'all. Yeah, Tank Davis going to get the bag, as I told you guys. That's why he never signed to fight Lamont Roach Jr. for either one of those fights, because he was waiting around for Netflix and Jake Paul. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. We're going to chop it up with this on this live stream today at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gone. Peace.